let's take a look at our last measure for surface area. We're going to take a look at this year. We're going to look at surface area of a pyramid. So a pyramid's a little different than a prism, okay? So we're going to dig a little bit into that idea, then we'll move on from there. So let's take a look at a pyramid. So a pyramid, to give a couple vocabularies just to kind of have this idea here, is we know a pyramid, we've talked about already, is a structure where the outer surfaces are triangular and they converge into a single step at the top, a single spot at the top, okay? The base of this is the side that is oriented perpendicular to the height. So just like the base of it, any triangle, since we are a triangle height, we're going to refer to that as perpendicular to the height. So that 90-degree mark to the height. So again, you're going to look for that 90-degree measure. The face, the lateral face, is the one that's on the side instead of top or bottom. So this is our side face. So if for our prisms, it's a rectangular lateral face. Or our pyramid, our prism, so that's the idea. But this one, these are going to be triangular faces for the lateral sides. Okay? We have a new vocabulary word today. We have the idea of a slant height. Slant height is a measure that's only used when it comes to finding surface area of a triangle because it takes the place of height in that formula for area. So the distance between the lateral face from the base to the apex to the center of that face. So I'll kind of show you the idea. So if I've got a three-dimensional shape here, I'm not the world's best artist, so please excuse my ability to draw. The slant height would come right here along the side. So remember, that's on a slanted area. So that's where I'd talk about slant height, and that's typically referred to as L. Okay? So, and our last one is our vertex. It's where two or more points merge, okay? Or edges meet. Okay? So let's take a look at our formula today. The surface area of a pyramid is the sum of the areas of the base as well as the areas of the lateral faces. So this comes into play. So whether our base is a square or a pyramid, that changes big B, but it doesn't change the second half of the formula. The second half of the formula is 1/2 of the perimeter times the length. That's what we're looking for. So, and that's again pretty easy to kind of think about if we go back through this formula and go, okay, so the perimeter is all this outside, okay? And if I take these two triangles, I actually create two parallelograms, right? So 1/2 of a full parallelogram times the height, okay? So let's build our problem here. So how do we find the surface area of this shape? So being a square pyramid, we find big B by doing base and height. So base is 7 times 7. So big B in this case is 7 squared, which leads me to it being 49 centimeters squared. So that's big B. So 49 plus 1/2. Now perimeter is a square again. So perimeter is just 4 times the side, so it's 28. And this is where slant length comes in. You can see the slant length is measured right here on the lateral face up on the side, and it's 9. So I'm going to do my math here and go 49. So this one doesn't require any math. 49 plus 1/2 of 28 is 14. 14 times 9 is 126. So then we'll add these together. And that'll give me my surface area of our pyramid. It's 175 centimeters or square centimeters. Okay. All right, let's do one more together. How do I find the surface area? Actually, you know what? Let me have you give this one a try. Pause the video and see what you come up with. All right, so let's see what we come up with. So again, we've got our same surface area formula. Let's start with finding big B. So big B here is going to be 3 squared. It's a square. It's 3 and 3. So my big B in this case is 9. So now I've got 9 plus 1/2. My perimeter is 3 plus 3 plus 3, so that's 12, times my slant length, which is 7. So work my way across, do all my multiplication. First half of 12 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 9, I'm going to get 51 square inches as my formula, or as my surface area for this pyramid. Good job. Now what did I do to change this? Now I switched out big B. I now have a triangular pyramid instead of a square pyramid. Okay, so that's going to change how I find big B. So we're going to use, okay, to be fair, you really could use any of the bases. So, but we're going to use this one down here at the bottom as our base, okay? So it's on the bottom. So we're going to say our base this time is 1/2 of little b, which is 4, times the height, which is 3.5. So 4 times 3.5. So half of 4 is 2. 2 times 3.5 is 7. So little b, or big B, equals this. So 7 is our beginning point. 7 plus, so now I got to find my perimeter. 4 plus 4 plus 4. So I have 12. So half of 12 times 5. All right, so let's do my multiplication. Half of 12 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So 7 plus 30 is 37 square feet. That's how much surface area that one takes up. I'd like you to give this triangular pyramid a try and see if you can come up with the answer. All right, so let's take a look what we've got. Let's start with finding big B once again. Big B is 1/2 of base times height, so our base, we'll use this down here. Our base is 10 by 8.7, so 10 times 8 and 7/10. So it really ends up being 87. Half of 87 is 43.5. So our big B this time is 43 5/10. So we'll put that into the formula. 43 5/10 equals half our perimeter. So our perimeter is 10, 10, and 10, so that's 30 times the height, which is 12. Now here's the best part. You can take half anything. I'm probably going to take half of 12 just to make the other part mental. Half of 12 is 6. 6 times 30 is 180 plus 43 5/10. So I get 223 5/10 square feet. All right, good job. All right, so let's take a look at it a different way. So this pyramid has all sides that are equilateral triangles. So all three parts are the exact same. If each side has side lengths of 8 and a slant height of 6 9/10, find the surface area. So we can do this, okay? We'll call our base this center one, because that's what it would be, because all the other pieces are connected to it. So we'll do big B, so it's getting 1/2 of little b. Little b is 8 times my height, which is 6 9/10. So we've got big B over here. So half of 8 is 4. 4 times 6 9/10 gives me 27 6/10 as my big B. Now we put in our formula. 27 6/10 equals plus 1/2 of perimeter. So 8 plus 8 plus 8. It's 24 times my slant length, which is 6 9/10 again. So half of 24 is 12. 12 times 6 9/10 is 82 8/10 plus 27 6/10. That gives me a total surface area of 110 centimeters, 110 4/10 square centimeters. Now, can anybody see another way to do this? Now, I'm going to clear the screen, and let's go back and take a look at this one more time. Let's go back and just clear my annotations. All my writing. Does anybody else see what this is? When I break this net out, when they're all equilateral triangles, I created just one large equilateral triangle. Can I find the base and the height and do it that way instead of full surface area? Now, this only works with equilateral triangles, but it's really kind of a cool idea. Surface area, it's just one giant triangle. So I can bring it into 1/2 and say, okay, here's my base. Okay, and 8, this is 8, this is 8. So we're talking a 16 times 6.9 and 6.9 is 13.8, or 13 8/10. And let's see if we get that same 104/10. So 8 times 13 8/10 is that same 110 4/10 square centimeters. Now, this doesn't work all the time. This only works with the very specific equilateral triangle set, but it makes it a really interesting way to look at it. All right, this time I want you to give it a try. The toy block has the shape of a pyramid with a square base that measures 7 centimeters on each side. The manufacturer wants to paint the surface of the block green. The slant height of the block is 8 centimeters. How many square centimeters will be painted green? All right, pause the video and see what you come up with. All right, so let's work the problem. Let's find our big B first. Big B, it's a square pyramid, so it's really just 7 squared. So big B is 49. So let's put it into our formula. 49 plus 1/2. Our perimeter is 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, that's 28. Times 8, which is our lateral slant height, or lateral height, depending on how you want to think of it. So this together really comes into be 14 times 8 gives us 112, plus 49 is 161 square centimeters of paint. And that's how much they would need to paint that green. So you've gotten a good handle on surface area of a pyramid, whether it's a triangular pyramid or a square pyramid. If you have questions, please reach out. I'd be happy to help.